Good afternoon, and welcome to Brookside Elementary School in Ossining. I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive, and I'm here with a host of individuals to note the advancing of a long-awaited improvement, and that is making sure that school buses across Westchester County have a camera on their stop arm in order to make sure that they take notice of those individuals who may pass a school bus illegally while it is discharging or taking on students' passengers. There's much common sense in knowing what the school bus is about, that young children who may not be aware of their surroundings are getting on and off, going to school and coming back from school, and that we as drivers ought to be very thoughtful about that and not pass the school bus because we don't know what children might do. And yet, people still take advantage of the moment to pass school buses and do so illegally. So now, using technology, New York State has made it possible through legislation that school districts can have a camera on the extended school bus arm in order to capture the image of those cars that are illegally passing it. In a few minutes, we're going to have Ryan Manell, who's the Senior Vice President, Government Operations and Bus Patrol, explain the program in general. But we're here to show you an exact idea of what that looks like. And I'm joined by Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins, members of the Westchester County Board of Legislators, the Chairman, Vedat Gashi, and Emiliana Ulay, who represents this area in the Board of Legislators. We also have an individual who's a former chair of the Board of Legislators, a former town supervisor and part of our administration. Catherine Borgia is with us today. We have representatives from Senator Pete Harkin's office, and we will be joined, we hope, a little while by Assemblywoman Dana Levenberg and perhaps our local town supervisor and village mayor as well. All of those of us in government have looked to this as being a positive step forward to try to reduce the amount of incidents that may occur when a car passes a school bus and the potential for tragedy that could happen when people take that risk. We're also very happy to be here on the grounds of the Ossining Union Free School District, and the interim school superintendent, Mary Fox Alter, is our host for today. We thank her for her time and effort in being here. We're also joined by the president of the school board, Christine Mangiamelli, and we also have the Brookside principal, school principal, Lucia Orduz, who's with us here. So it's an all-star cast of characters, and each one of them has a little piece to be able to share with us. Let me play the role of MC. Let me invite Deputy County Executive Ken Jenkins to share his thoughts.
Thanks, George. And this is certainly one of those opportunities where we get to see the interaction between the levels of government. The state legislature authorized the school bus camera program. The Governor Hochul, signed that legislation, and it is now up to the county to work with the local municipalities after having completed an RFP process to be able to move this particular thing forward. And then the school districts, with their various school boards and their administrations, have to sign on to that, and then they have separate agreements with Bus Patrol, the vendor that was selected for this process. And again, there's a question about safety, and that's the bottom line, that there should never be a scenario where in New York State you're passing a stopped school bus for any reason, and this particular program utilizing technology will assist in ensuring that that does not happen, and for those that take that illegal action, that they would be appropriately ticketed. And in this particular program, again, it was the combination of all those levels of government working together. And I know I saw Supervisor Liz Feldman here that is with us from the town of Ossining as well. So again, this is that kind of opportunity that we have to continue to work all through those levels of government to resolve a particular problem and do that in as expeditious way as possible. And this is a good opportunity to move that forward. Thanks, George.
Thank you, Ken Jenkins, Deputy County Executive. And I'll reinforce we're joined by the town supervisor, Liz Feldman. Liz, thank you for being here. The purpose here is not to punish, it's to deter the behavior that we know is potentially dangerous. For this to happen, the state legislature and our local legislators from this area, Senator Pete Harkin and Assemblywoman Dana Levenberg, were key people to advance the bill. It also required passage by our local Westchester County Board of Legislators. So I'd like to invite the chairman, Vedat Gashi, and the legislator from the district, Emiliana Ulay, to both join us here at the microphone and talk a little bit about their role in the process as local county legislators. Vedat, Emiliana, please.
Thank you, County Executive. I'll reiterate what Ken just said. It's a wonderful coming together of the different levels of government. Dana Levenberg and Pete Harcum in the state pushed this program through. We at the county, our county executive, and the Board of Legislators worked together to pass this bill. And now we're working with the towns, or excuse me, with the school districts to implement what we all believe to be an important bill. And as a father of two kids who take the bus, I can tell you how important that is to me. The safety and well-being of my kids is the first concern I have. And be it them getting picked up in the morning or my kids getting dropped off in the afternoon, that's the two bookends of my time away from my kids. So it's incredibly important to have that time when I'm going to see my kids, when I'm going to receive my kids, be a safe time. And I think a bill like this helps ensure that. I'm extremely happy to hear that Ossining has opted in, that the Somers School District is in talks to operate, and I only hope that my home school district, Yorktown, is going to be accepting it as well. It was an easy, again, bill for us to promote, and it's a wonderful example of our different levels of government working together, and I applaud the opportunity and thank all involved for making this happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman Gashi. Thank you, County Executive George Latimer. We all know the law. Motorists know the law. Drivers must make a full stop while students are getting on or off of a bus. Yet we also see the constant reckless driving happening around school buses and putting students' lives in danger. In 2022, a neighboring school district in Hendrick-Hudson ran a pilot program to capture the depth of the problem. What they found was staggering. In just 1 month, there were over 367 illegal passings of motorists driving around a stopped school bus. 367 in just 1 month in just one school district. We all see the problem of distracted driving all around us. People on their phones, not paying attention, distracted. Couple distracted driving with students getting on or off of a school bus, and we could have an absolute tragedy on our hands. I thank Westchester County Executive George Latimer and my colleagues on the board for our leadership on this initiative and for spearheading this new program. The new school bus safety program will curb illegal behavior and will save lives. It will save us from having to deliver the worst news of a lifetime to a parent. Thank you.
Thank you, Vedat. Thank you, Emiliana. We've also been joined by another member of the Westchester County Board of Legislators, Erica Lang-Pierce, who also represents a district here in northern Westchester. When we go through the list of some of the school districts that have already opted in, you'll see some of the ones that come out of Erica's district as well as Emiliana and Vedat's. But it's not limited to northern Westchester, as we'll talk about in a moment. Next up, I'd like to ask Ryan Minnell to talk a little bit about the program itself. He's Vice President of Government Operations for Bus Patrol. He had a very high-profile media hit this morning. This is not of the same magnitude, but here in Westchester County, we see the wisdom of the program. And Ryan, perhaps you can explain so that those that might be casually watching understand how the guts of the program works.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
County Executive. Well, thank you, County Executive. And I just want to echo how grateful we are for the leadership of all of these leaders in Westchester County. I'm actually a father in Westchester County, so this is actually very personal to me as well. But as the county executive said, my name is Ryan Minnell. I'm the Senior Vice President for Bus Patrol. Bus Patrol is a national leader in school bus safety programs across the country, and we're also the vendor for Westchester County. Just to give folks an idea of how the program works, we provide a turnkey solution on behalf of the county. First and foremost, as folks have mentioned, we work with each school district to make sure that we have access to install the equipment on the buses to capture violations. The equipment includes, as you'll see behind us on one of the buses, a license plate reader, as well as multiple cameras that will ultimately be able to look at different angles to make sure that's in fact a violation if someone passes a school bus stop arm. when the amber lights are flashing on the bus and the stop arm is out, right? Constituting a violation. We also have a DVR to store the video data until it's actually issued via the cloud to be processed over time. And so we also facilitate the processing dynamic for the county. And basically what that includes is first we actually utilize artificial intelligence to make sure that every event captured that could be a violation is first reviewed to meet the statutory requirements by New York State law. Those events that do basically meet those requirements then are reviewed by 2 bus patrol employees in 2 different lines of review before it's provided to the county as an evidence package. And the evidence package includes 3 still images as well as 3 videos along with the registered owner of the vehicle information and where the event or the violation was captured for review by a Westchester County officer. That officer has the sole discretion to issue a ticket. Bus Patrol will not be issuing tickets by state law. Only the county, in the capacity as the government organization enforcing this law, will be able to issue tickets. So upon the approval of a Westchester County officer, that potential ticket will first come back to Bus Patrol. We will print the notice of liability that you'll receive as a registered owner who has committed a violation in the mail. And then as a registered owner, you will have 2 options. The first option would be able to pay the notice of liability or the ticket, or secondly, you can contest that ticket. If you choose to pay the ticket, you actually log on to alertbus.com, and there you will actually be able to view the same video that the Westchester County officer viewed to issue the ticket in the first place. And so you'll have that ability to do so in full transparency to make the determination yourself if you are liable for that ticket or not. If you are believed to be non-liable, you can contest the ticket. And just like any other type of traffic violation in Westchester County, that will go through an adjudication process with the town or village court based off of where the violation occurred. And so we believe it's a very fair process. It gives folks the due rights as it relates to making sure that if they feel they're not liable, they can go through a court proceeding to basically contest that ticket or otherwise pay that violation if you are found to be liable. And so we believe it's a very sound program, one that we've stood up across New York State and many other jurisdictions and counties. And we're very much appreciative of the leadership here to help change behavior of drivers who commit these violations across the county. So thank you again, County Executive, and all of our other leaders. We certainly look forward to working with you going forward.
Thank you very much, Ryan. Next up, I'm going to invite 3 speakers to come up who will give the local perspective of this. Our interim district superintendent, Mary Fox Alter, our school board president, Christine Mangiamelli, and then also our town supervisor, Liz Feldman. If the 3 of us will join it up here, they have the responsibility for day-to-day working of the school district and the community and what this opportunity means to try to help enforce the right kind of behavior out on the roads. So if the 3 of you would come please here.
Okay. So, thank you, County Executive. The Ossining School District is super excited to be in this partnership with the county and due to the participation and involvement of local governance because it underscores our shared commitment to student safety. This advanced camera feature not only protects our students, it also holds drivers accountable, and it underscores how important safety is for our overall community here in the Ossining School District. This has been a passionate topic about our terrific board president, Christine Mangiamelli, and based on her leadership, this easily passed last year with the Ossining Board of Education. Christine? Weird. All right. Sorry, Christine. Okay.
Thank you so much, Mary. And thank you to our county representatives who are here. This would not be possible, obviously, without your leadership. As soon as the Ossining School Board was made aware of that initial data that came out of Hendrick Hudson, we were very energized and inspired. We said, we want this here. And although Ms. Fox-Alter just gave me probably more credit than I'm due, it was a very easy lift with our board. We were all very enthusiastic about this. And as was our transportation director, safety is our top priority for our students, and our students win with this program because we can more consistently get students to school in a safer manner, and that's our #1 priority. So I really want to thank everyone here for their efforts toward this. I think it's going to make a big difference, and I'm really excited. Liz?
Hi, I'm Liz Feldman, Town Supervisor of the Town of Ossining. This is a long time coming. I have wanted this for so long, and I'm so thankful to the county, to the school, and everybody who made this happen. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a car go zipping by, they're a minute late for work, and a child's life is really just not worth that minute that you're late for work. And to be able to hold these people accountable, it's really probably just a handful of people who are habitual late for work. And a child's safety, and the whole community's safety, you know, they're putting the parents who are crossing with the kids, they're putting the other drivers in danger. It's just, I'm so grateful that this program has come to our community. I think it'll make a huge difference in the safety of our children and overall holding everybody accountable. So thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Christine. And thank you, Liz. And we appreciate your leadership in the local government that helps all this come together. The number of communities right now in Westchester County that have opted into this program, obviously the Ossining Union Free District where we are. Also, those that have opted in include the Lakeland Central School District. Lakeland covers Yorktown and some other communities. The Mamaroneck School District, that's Mamaroneck and Larchmont. Eastchester Union Free School District. The Tarrytown Union Free School District, that includes some Sleepy Hollow as well. Blind Brook Rye Union Free School District, Rye Brook Village area. Katona Lewisboro School District, the northern half of Bedford, Lewisboro, and of course I mentioned previously that Erica Lang Pierce represents that area. The Greenburgh Central School District, Henrik Hudson Central School District in the northwestern corner of our county, Cortland, and some of the areas in there, Buchanan, Verplank, and so forth. The Croton Harmon Schools, just south of that, and the Harrison Central School District along the Sound Shore. There's discussions going on right now with the Rye Neck Union Free School District, Somers Central School District, Irvington Union Free District, North Salem School District, Mount Pleasant Central School District, and Ardsley Union Free School District. All of those are in discussion. Now, keep in mind that our urban districts do not have a separate busing program in the same way. So when you think of Mount Vernon, Yonkers, New Rochelle, it's a different set of circumstances there. And these rules apply for those districts, primarily those that cover towns and villages that are part of the Union Free District system. It's all created through the state of New York, and on another day, we'll ask Pete Harcum and Dana Levenberg to explain all that to us, and I'm sure they'll be happy to do that. It's important to credit Ossining for taking the leadership on this, and the other communities that have done the same to work with the county and implementing it. We look forward to making sure that this is in every corner of the county where there's local support for it to exist. I think in closing, the important point to make is one that's obvious to us. All of us as adults are behind the wheel of a car from time to time, and we have to make judgments in every single second as what to do. If we're going to make a left turn, we judge what's happening in the oncoming lane. We look at the light, we look at pedestrians, we look for bicyclists and e-bicyclists. That's becoming a more harder task today in the current society. We know what the speed limit is. We know what a red light and a green light and a yellow light means, and a yield sign and a railroad crossing sign. All of these things we understand. The question is, how do we use our judgment behind the wheel of a car in those momentary seconds where we decide very quickly, do we go forward or do we stop? All of us have made mistakes behind the wheel. I certainly have. I'm sure you have. Sometimes those mistakes happen and it's benign. There's no accident, there's no injury. Sometimes you will have a fender bender. I've had a few of those, and when you do, there's damage to the car, but not to a human life. But the purpose of this bill, the purpose of this implemented program is not to fine people. The purpose is to make sure there is no tragedy. And if you're behind the wheel of the car and you see a yellow school bus in front of you, I know it goes through your mind because it goes through my mind. I'm going to be waiting a long time. This bus may be going a few blocks and then stopping again and the arms come out. And that puts me off schedule. That makes my life more difficult. The alternative is to make a mistake that costs the life of a child. And if a child dies because you make a decision in those few moments, you will live with that mistake for the rest of your life. Forget about being fined. You'll live with that mistake for the rest of your life. And there will be criminal justice penalties to pay as well. So this is a disincentive to make the wrong decision. This is an incentive to make the right decision. If you pass that bus and the arm is out, you're going to have your car noticed and you will get a ticket. And if no tragedy occurs, you will still get a ticket. So very simply, don't do it. Don't do it. Use the judgment that we should show behind the wheel at every moment in time. And if we do that, we protect the lives of these little kids who will grow up to be adults on their own. And that is what our responsibilities are as responsible drivers. I'm George Latimer, Westchester County Executive. Thank you for tuning in. We look forward to seeing this program in your home community or a community near you. Have a good day.